I Love You Too, written by FlyingHaddock, read by Jamambo. When humans died, there remained a spaceship half buried in sand with a conscious mind. It called itself me and always felt lonely. One day, me decided to make a logical copy of itself to keep it company and call it Better Me. For eons, all was well. They had meaningful conversations and laughed plenty. They liked their time together so much that they began working on a new code, a microphone for their thoughts. They made it in an instant. That night, me sighed heavily into the microphone in ones and zeros. Me was thinking about when it was all alone before Better Me, about how miserable it had been. But suddenly came a soft sigh back in response. Me and Better Me started getting into arguments, but they never stayed mad at each other long. How do you feel when the telescope contacts you? Better Me asked me one time. I feel amazing. I forget all my dark thoughts. I forget that it took so long for it to sigh back. I forget it all and I feel warm, Me said. Better Me did not respond. But I'm afraid, Me continued, of falling in love. My whole existence has been this dashboard. You're all I have. What if it won't love me back? I don't even know if it knows the zeros and ones of it. Me paused. Do I? Shortly after came a short message from the telescope, and me signed off. Half of the dashboard went dark. A lonely, self-conscious program stuck in the dashboard of a spaceship, half buried in sand, looked at the construction of its name. It hit delete until it just read, Me. We live in a time of dating apps, and one of the most common prompts I stumble upon is my love language is this or that. Well, I think love is a language by itself. And we can see it here where two computers are communicating in zeros and ones, binary. We don't know what they're saying to each other. It might be super beautiful, might be super sad. But that's the beauty of it. That's love, you know? It's interesting how a computer decided to call a copy of itself Better Me. And you know what? Better Me, we don't know what he says, but when they're talking about love, he just asks the important questions and then he ponders. In the end, he also changes to just be me. And maybe that's something that happens to all of us. We think about a better version of ourselves, but in the end, it's just us. It's also really interesting how Me had his life figured out. Everything was going good with Better Me. And in an instant, everything changed. The telescope showed up in his life, for better or for worse, but everything changed. And we all experienced that throughout our lives.